Hello and welcome. I have coffee again this week. I need a coffee at the moment. Thank you for joining me. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Deborah Carr. I write historical fiction in that name. I also write contemporary romance series as Georgina Troy, and I've written some thrillers as Ella Drummond. If this is your first time, thank you for finding me. I hope you enjoy it, and please, if you do enjoy my chat, waffle, whatever, please click the subscribe. If you know me already, thanks for coming back. It's great to see you again. So today, with my coffee, I have something which probably looks quite disgusting. So I apologise to those of you not from the UK and to those of you from the UK who don't like Marmite. This is my lunch. I've taken a bite out of one, but I've just realised this is my sourdough with Marmite. I have 2 pieces because I'm hungry. And I am right near line edits for the witching hour. So finally there. I actually finished them yesterday, but I'm going through them again. I get very nervous. I think my mum, who's an artist, I think it's like when she paints, she said, you know, at some point you have to know I'm not going to make it any better by just changing things continuously. So I'm at that point today. I'm going to go through it a little bit more, and then I'm going to send it back to my publisher. And then I'm going to get straight back to finishing. I've only got 7,000 approximately words to do for my 4th Hollyhock Farm book, which is exciting. And because I have had to step away for like about 10 days to do my line edits, I've decided what I want to do is start from the beginning, work the way through, because I would always do a read through anyway, have that as my read through, and then I will add the last 7 or so thousand words at the end. So that's what I'm doing. It's a lovely day today. It has been raining continuously on and off like most nights and stuff. I am tired, as you can probably see from these tiny little eyes, and that is because I've spent the last couple of weeks getting up at 6 a.m. And for those of you who know me, 6 a.m. is not a time. The only time I've been up at 6 a.m. in the past, apart from when I had babies, and when my kids were going to school, I got up at 6:15 to get them to school on time and then get to work, was basically when I was much younger, and I'd like go out and come home at 6 a.m. maybe. But 6 a.m. to me is not like a natural time to be awake. So it's been a bit of a struggle. However, today I took Claude into the vet, and he had his blood's taken. This is for a fructose test, so it's to see how much sugar is still in his bloods, I guess. And they think the vet's very pleased with him because he suddenly lost a lot of weight, and he's now put on. He was 9.6 kgs. That was when he had lost his weight, and he's now gone up to 9.9, which is great. So he's fine. She's very pleased with him, and she also said that she thinks we're very close to the right amount to give him for his insulin twice a day. So that's good. And she said, how's it going? He's looking well. And I said, well, he's been great. I mean, bless his little heart, he is fine. Sometimes he's not thrilled when he gets an injection. 90% of the time he's fine, thankfully. And I said, the difficulty is actually getting up at 6 in the morning, because I wake through the night like I would when I catch the red eye and I go to the UK or whatever, thinking, oh, have I done his injection? Oh, I've forgotten to do it or something. Really? So she said, you don't have to do it at 6. So tomorrow, she said, as long as his insulin is given to him 12 hours apart exactly, or as exactly as it can be. So tomorrow I'm going to do it at 6:30 in the morning and feed him at 6:30 at night. And then on Saturday, I'll make it 7. Now, I can cope with 7 in the morning, but 6:30 in the morning, it's just a little bit stretched too far for me. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Yep, edits, I'm tired. We're getting there. Every round of edits I do with the book, I always feel better with it, thankfully. So that's really cool. And I wanted to show you today, my hollyhocks are growing. There's no colour out there at the moment in my veg patch. I will turn it around from here, see if I can do this. Let me close that, please excuse that. So you can see in the window my hollyhocks are starting to come through. So I will carry this outside. That's the holder it's in. Have I got a dog there? No, I've got 2 dogs there. There's Claude, who's being such a good boy, who's licking his paw. And there's Roo, who's struggling, aren't you, Roo? Claude's the one getting the injections and Roo's the one struggling because he's not getting treats, because it would be unfair to give them to him and not Claude, I think. And anyway, he's way overweight. My lawn needs a good mow. I will probably be sitting at my little table and chairs later. Look, I come straight out to hollyhock. And we've got some honeysuckle coming. There's Jarvie wondering what I'm doing. And yes, look, so we have, behind everything, we have stinging nettles. I did try to sort them out. But we have hollyhocks. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? These are going to be glorious. We had, oh, and we've got, I don't know what this blue is, so if you do know, please let me know. Unfortunately, we had lots of rain again and thunderstorms from France last night. And that's on the floor, isn't it, Jar? We're not impressed. No, we're not impressed with that. Because we like our flowers to be standing upright. But we have a poppy. There's another one. You might be able to see a little bit of red sort of through there. And there's some Sweet William over the back. Might not be able to see it. But look at all these hollyhocks we're going to have. This will be a massive colour soon. I cannot wait. I love a massive colour. So that's jolly exciting. So yes, back to the studio, because if I leave I might not go back and I might not get on with my work, which is I'm already late to do, because you might oh, look at that. Can't wait to eat that, actually. My witching hour post on the wall. This is a jigsaw puzzle that my children and husband actually had done for me. It's obviously, as you can see, lots of different photographs over the years of me in various states, really. So me when I was young, me. That's at the HarperCollins New York office. A highlight of my whole career and life. My boys, me with my previous boy, little Maxie, known as Diva Dog. That's me back in the day. It was a fancy dress. It's me with my mummy. She's only 20 years older than me. She had me when she was very young, and I ruined her 21st birthday. And that's one of my sisters. That's Rach. There's my two gorgeous blonde plotter girls, Gwyn Bennett, Kelly Clayton. There's my darling Rob, my darling husband, my dear dad, with my sister Kate and I, and my brother Jace. There we are. And who have we got there? My lovely James, it's my son, and my daughter Sass. And that's when they were little. So yes, and that's of my paternal grandmother, who I adored, and my maternal grandmother, who I adored, and on my wedding day to Rob. So I love that. It's really lovely. And it was a wonderful gift. It was one of my 60th birthday gifts. So let me turn you around again. Yes, so that's what I'm doing. Ooh. And I do need to get on, because I've just had an email from my Boldwood editor, lovely Boldwood editor Rachel, as my main editor, saying, you know, how are things going, basically. I don't know if she's seen me say that I'm actually stopped working on her book to get these edits done for the other. But that's part and parcel of working for two publishers, I guess. So I had better get on then, hadn't I, and reply as well. So I hope you're having a wonderful week. I hope the weather is nice for you. I hope the weather stays nice for us, because I have had enough of this rain. My garden is well watered now, does not need any more watering. And yes, I'd like to wish you well until next week. For those of you subscribed to my newsletter, which you'll find on my, if you want to subscribe, there's a link below actually, but it's at deborahcarr.org. It's very easy to subscribe. I will be working on that and sending that out tomorrow. That's the plan, because the plan is today is to focus on the edits for the Witching Hour, and get them out back to Charlotte, my publisher, and then get back to Boldwood. But in between the two of those things, I will do my newsletter, because I like to do that at the beginning of the month, and I'm a bit late this month because it's been a little bit hectic. Oh, and Roo went to the vets last week. He was holding up his leg. I had a horrible feeling he needed a cruciate. He'd damaged his cruciate ligament and needed an operation, because he's done that before. But he didn't. It's his hip, it's arthritis, so we have to take it a bit easier. But all is well. So, phew. Hope you have a great rest of your week and a great day. And have a lovely time. lovely week, lovely time. Where do I think you're going? You're going to a party or something? You can tell I'm not getting enough sleep. Thanks for joining me. And as I said, if you want to keep up to date with my videos, please subscribe below. Thank you for joining me.